Hi, how you do? Welcome again to Island of in Sports. My name is Leonard Duhaney. Thank you for all who subscribe. And if you are watching this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, come along, man. Come along, please. But it's been a while, I haven't touched a series of, you know, go back into the times, go back down a memory lane. Yeah. You know that what we do over here. We don't confine ourselves to one area of sports. We don't only talk football or track and field or tennis or in swimming or anything like that. We go right around cricket, all of them. And we do interviews and we also go back down memory lane. Today we want to look on a team called Seba. Seba from Montego Bay. You don't know about Seba? You have never heard about Seba? Seba from Montego Bay, not Gully. You have never heard about Seba. So we're gonna go into it, because there's a way, there's a reason why you haven't heard about Seba. If you are young, right, and you have come up in Jamaica's football, or you have at a certain age, you know about Seba. The name Seba actually stopped calling around 2011. Yeah, that was the year that things changed. And FIBA was no more, but a particular team took over. We're going to talk about all of that, man. But let's look at the history of FIBA. If I've seen FIBA many times, man, I got to tell you about that. So, FIBA was started in 1972. When they came out, they were called Beacon. And they were called, and the name changed there, and it became FIBA. It was started by a man named Dennis Barton in North Gully area of Montego Bay. The famous Gully. Man tell you about Gully in Moby. Right. So they have won two Premier League titles. One in 1987 and one in 1997. But the one in 1997 was particular special one in a way. And I tell you why. For some reasons, during the season, 96 to 97 season, they took away 20 points from FIBA. Something happened and they deduct 20 points from FIBA. And although they took away that 20 points, FIBA still went on to win the league. So imagine you are playing and somebody took away 20 points. So you have to start back over again, and you still go on to win the league in that season. The 87 team that won the league, the Premier League. I'm talking Premier League titles now. Two Premier League titles. Remember that. So the 87 team that won the Premier League title. It was the first rural area team to win a Premier League title. Seba United from Montego Bay. It was the first rural area team to win a national Premier League title in Jamaica. That Seba team, which include um Paul Tigat Davis. We all know about Paul Tigat Davis, the man who scored goals for Jamaica. At one time, he was the leading goal scorer for Jamaica. We also in that team was Douglas Kirk Harris Dunkley, Castman Williams, Alan Atty, sorry Latty, Alan Latty, right? Noel Sterling. It was they say the FIBA team was a big team. Yeah, because they in that match they defeated the famous Boys Town with Lenny Teacher Hyde. Although it went to penalties, FIBA won by penalties in the national stadium, right? But that team with Noel Sterling and era, Devon Dunkley and Alan Latty, right? Cashman Williams, Paul Teagat Davis, 87 team, first team from country to win the Premier League. So all the time Premier League was being, it was team from town, team from the urban area, team from Kingston. Seba break that. Later, we would be introduced to players now who I think came in my era, who I knew, I saw them. Players like Theodore Tapper Whitmore. We spoke about Tapper Whitmore here and his skill and what he have done for Jamaica. And Theodore went on to actually be, he be can be said that Tapper is one of, if not the best footballer out of Jamaica based on his accomplishment. All right. Um, a midfielder named Hector Wright. Seba, yeah man. I spoke about Hector Wright too. I told you about him spreading a pass, the man in the middle. All right. A player by the late Stephen Shorty Malcolm. And all of these players represented Jamaica. Seba people then. Anthony Dennis, the defender, spoke about him also. Right? And later we're introduced to a person who took the name of the team. You ever hear about one brother named Seba Wang? Seba Wang. You know what the Seba Wang player? Seba Wang. A little Chinese youth. Yeah, I saw it, man. Yeah, man. My era, that is my time, Team Seba. Right? The red and green candy stripe. Oh my God, big side. But I remember the days, when you see your Premier League is coming on TV or they are showing it now on a Sunday evening or a Monday evening. It was not like that, back in those days, It was the radio. Yeah. So I have a little radio now and I hear that they start to advertise it. When you hear the song and they said, coming up this Sunday at 3:30, right? Is Seba versus Reno, Jared Park. No, that the Sunday evening me not play no ball, It's a radio, little radio. I'm listening, man. Seba versus Violet Kickers. Seba versus Wadada. Yes, man. Seba was a hot team, bros. Hot team. One of the biggest team out of Jamaica. Seba United. Yeah. And Seba was runner up in the CFU, Caribbean Football Union, the competition, they see the club competition now. Seba was runner up in 1997. Yeah, man. The great Seba, man. From Gully. Yeah, man. But 2011, at one point, Seba went down. So they came out, they were regulated out of the Premier League. And they came back in 2011. Now, when they came back 2011, that was when things changed. And things changed, and the names of Jamaica football started to change. The name of Jamaica football teams started to change. This is where it was started. Teams usually get the name from the area or in terms of their community, or they usually get their name from teams overseas. So you find Brazil, a team named Brazil, a team named Benfica, a team named. I thought that those were original names, but these were clubs overseas. Napoli, right? Man United, teams named after team. 2011 when it was actually when teams started to name after the town or what would I say directly in the community then. The team from Kingston, mark you, always name the team after their community. Arnett was always there. Waterhouse, Tivoli, Boystown. But country teams usually named after club overseas a Volvo after a car. I get to realize that. You understand? Las Perfectas in Manchester. So it was named after, but 2011 now, Seba came up. I don't know what happened. Here is Seba turned into Montego Bay United. Yes, it was 2011 that that change made. When Seba went down and then they came back 2011, it was not Seba anymore. It was Montego Bay United. And this, although it is referred to same way as Seba, no, it's a two different entities. That name change has put, I don't want to say a damp, or the history of Seba is somehow forgotten. I'm telling you, if you go on the net now and type in Seba United, you see Montego Bay United come up. A typical example too is Limal and Benfica. Benfica changed over to Limal. Jamaica and Beer United. Right? But it I don't want to say the prestige, right, of FIBA, because if you ask some people now about FIBA, they will not be able to tell you about a FIBA, a great club like a FIBA, right? They today the team from Montego Bay is Montego Bay United, and Montego Bay United have their own history because Montego Bay United has won the Premier League and is still in the Premier League and still writing their history. So I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it, right? But FIBA, I remember FIBA. I remember a great team, a great club named FIBA United from Montego Bay. I was a little boy going to Jackson and seeing FIBA versus a Black Star. A FIBA versus Volvo when Volvo came up back in the days. Yeah, FIBA versus Brazil. I was at those matches. I remember matchman Seba versus Black Star out by Jack Salman. Hector right in the middle of Predator and the Theodore. Right? And those days, man, match full. When you hear that a Seba coming up, match Jack Salman. Eh? You hear that a Seba. Red and green candy stripe. You know the Argentina stripes? But the Seba, it was red and green. Um, I don't know. I don't know, but Seba should not be forgotten. Seba history is there. And as one of the first clubs from the rural area to win the National Premier League of Jamaica. It's hard to erase the history. Very, very hard. But as I said, some clubs are not around anymore. And Seba is one of them. Montego Bay United is Montego Bay United. Ah boy. It's a rough one. But for the people of Mobe, you must have a lot of history. For the people of Jamaica, who usually see Seba in their town, you must have a lot of history remembering Seba. Eh? This is my piece today. I just go down that memory lane because this is what we do over here. Remember, subscribers, we thank you. Bring a friend. If you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, subscribe, man, and let us carry on a journey, right? Just reliving some of the things that how I grew up with this football, with Seba United today. Until then, take care. My name is Leonard Dehaney.